Has Harry Styles been cast as Herman's? USU board meeting in February. What has $6 pizzas, pay cuts, and Harry Styles in common? The University of Sydney Union Board convened for its first meeting of the year on Friday, with its executive having just returned from an expense-paid vacation throughout the UK. Welcome Week was a huge success. The USU had its annual Welcome Fest successfully earlier this month, thus the board meeting was a happy occasion. Between 45,000 and 50,000 people attended Welcome Fest this year, up from 2022, CEO Andrew Mills said to the board. There has been a 14% increase in membership compared to this time last year, with the number of USU members also increasing over Welcome Week. Mills informed the board that due to the USU spending more time than usual to set up and take down stalls, Welcome Fest was handled without any safety concerns. Due to the success of Welcome Fest, Vice Chancellor Mark Scott, much to Mills' delight, congratulated the USU through email. Emails from Scott to Honey are not pleasant. The USU continues to post solid financial results, with profits at its shops and stronger than expected revenue in January, as it has for the past year. Due to the USU's good financial performance, Honorary Treasurer David Zhu informed the board that $1.2 million had been spent on student projects. The meeting's tense period, though, followed inquiries from Honorary Secretary Isla Mowbray regarding the USU's progress in divesting from businesses that engage in immoral behavior, such as the fossil fuel sector. After an Honey article last year criticized the union for its lack of progress toward divesting from fossil fuels, the USU board decided to once again pursue its 2020 motion calling for such a move. The USU was gradually divesting, and this process depended on market conditions, Finance Director Rebecca Sani informed the board. In order to avoid locking in losses on such assets, Sani explained to the board that the USU has not yet withdrawn from some of its immoral investments. Mowbray expressed her dismay about the USU's holdup in divesting. She advised the board to weigh the harm caused by continuing to engage in these businesses against the reputational cost of keeping such interests in order to determine how much the union should not lose money on its investments. To ease the tension, a poll asking board members about their views on the USU's investments has been distributed. David Wright, a director appointed by the University Senate, however, informed the board that he preferred that the board's viewpoint be canvassed collectively rather than by individual directors. The reason, according to him, is that board members only have 2-year tenure. It appears that full divestiture is still some time off given the back and forth. To address the rising expense of living, the USU has plans. CEO Mills highlighted the USU's expanded selection of food items with discounts. The Courtyard's $6 pizzas, Carslaw's $3 chips, and Laneway Cafe's $6 eggs on toast are highlights. Honey questioned Mills about the efforts, and Mills replied that for the foreseeable future, kids will be given 1 per student per day. A free breakfast plan, as Honey has previously suggested, has reportedly been expedited, according to USU President Cole Scott Kerwood. In addition to a 4.6% pay increase last year, Mills noted that USU employees also earned an end-of-year bonus that was part performance, part cost of living. Even though this implies that USU employees will see a wage cut in real terms in 2022, Mills contrasted the USU's pay increases with the 2.1% raise the university gave its employees last year. Inadequacies in the USU's transparency procedures were brought to light by inquiries from student media, including Honey and the USU's own Pulp. The USU's conflict of interest registration was absent from the union's new website, according to Pulp senior editor Marlo Hurst. The board decided to carry out the necessary upgrades after Mills explained that this was a result of switching to the new, custom-built site. Honey drew attention to the fact that, despite the USU website stating that this is a transparency measure, the motions considered in the board's private and camera sessions have not been made public in board minutes for a number of months. The motions for this meeting's in-camera session were read after Scott Kerwood and the board acknowledged the error.